Hi, I'm Derek. This is a what's in your disc golf bag. It seems to be a pretty popular thing I've noticed on YouTube, so I figured I'd give it a shot. I'm just going to start out with my bag itself. I have the Fade Gear tournament bag, the Zombie edition. It was an anniversary gift from my girlfriend. I have Phoenix Quad Shocks. Really comfortable. They seem like they're pretty durable. I've had a lot of problems out of the quad shock part itself. But I have rigged up with a carabiner and a bottle opener. It's not adjustable anymore, but it's about the same size as I am anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to start off with my putters. My main putter is a Wizard Super Soft. I'm a big fan of DX Aviator putting approaches, and this feels a lot like my really beat-in Aviator putt approach. It's got a little bit of a bead on it, so I can drive with it if I have to. Don't really. If I usually have to drive with a putter, I use a KC Pro Aviator. I use these probably within like 100 feet of the basket. I can usually put them where I want it. I have two of those. I also have a MVP anode that I'm kind of playing around with. Not really sure how I feel about it yet. I like the flexibility of it. It just seems like the plastic itself slips through the change and they don't stick very well. So I'm not really sold on it yet. Mid-ranges. For overstable mid-range, I have Z Wasps. I have a couple of those. Transformer die right there. I like these. They're pretty good in the headwind. I always turn left. I don't usually have to worry about them flipping over. My go-to mid-range for pretty much anything else is going to be a Buzz. I have the ESP Super Color. Got the new TI. Not really sure how I feel about this one either yet. This one's a lower weight. This one's 177. This one's 171. I can get a little bit of an S-curve out of this. I can get a little more distance than I would out of some of my other those. I actually have three of those in my bag. Understable mid-range. I have a really beat-in Star Mako. I use this one for really short anhyzers, hyzer flips, tonal shots. Usually control it pretty well. I also have in my bag a First Run MVP Axis. And I don't really use this one as much. The flight pattern is similar to a Buzz. It's just a little less stable. Something I've noticed with these plastics, and it's kind of the same thing for the anode, is that these bounce in the air a lot more than a lot of my other discs, and I don't really like that. I like to just throw it and it go exactly where I want it to go. I don't need it to. This one ends up where I want it, but I don't need it fluttering all over the place to get there. Drivers. I have two fairway drivers. I have a Z Stalker, and this is just like a longer Buzz. A lot of the times I really won't even use this. I'll just use my Buzz instead. Yeah, I also have a Champion T-Bird. I really love this disc. It goes where I want it to go. Very controllable. Everybody should have one of those. My go-to driver for most situations is going to be a Wraith. I have three of those in my bag. I have a Star with a little orange marble tie-dye I did myself. That one's my go-to one right there. My first ace was with a Star Wraith. I had it for 2 days and aced. Hole number 1 at Park Circle in Charleston. It's 317 feet. Went out the very next day and lost it, so I went and bought 3 more. Just a phenomenal disc. I have a Pro Wraith that's a little beat in now. I use it for flippy shots or maybe a roller. I don't really use rollers, but if I decide to use one, this is the disc I use. This is my newest Wraith. It's still really overstable. I don't really use it that much. I try to, if I have multiples of discs, I try to have them, varying forms of wear. So this one's still pretty new. I have two Katanas. It's my understable long range driver, and have a tie-dye Pro Katana, and I can actually get the most distance of any of my discs with this one. I can max out about 435, 440 with this one. I really like the way it feels. It's got like a really nice wide rim on it. I also have a Nuke in my bag that has a pretty wide rim. They feel pretty similar. You know, I use this one for headwind shots. Really strong headwinds. I really don't use it much otherwise. I may use it if I break out a forehand. I don't really use forehands. I'm really good with an Anheuser, so I typically just stick to that. But if I do have to, you know, I'm in a situation where I use a forehand, use that one. Going into my other stuff, I have a Mini, and this is a Nova Mini with a Mellow Mushroom sticker on it. I work at Mellow Mushroom. I give these out. It just happened to fit, so I stuck it on there, and all my buddies like them, so I give them to my friends to put on their minis. Let's see what else I've got. I've got the Ace Race Mini from last year. I've got a couple of dollars from CTPs. What else we got here? Another Ace Race Mini. Extra pair of socks. I'm playing around a lot of water. If I lose a disc and my socks get wet, I've got a clean change of socks. Have a long sleeve shirt. It's been kind of chilly. It's starting to get summertime, but it's still chilly in the mornings, so I've been throwing this in there. Bottle of water, obviously. Golf towel. Have a tailor-made golf towel. Found it at the driving range. Really nice big towel. I guess, you know, it takes a lot for it to get wet. Yeah, so that's my bag. If you have any questions or comments, let me know, and I look forward to seeing yours as well.